FIFA World Cup 2026. Round of 16 confirmed. What if I told you that before the round of 16 even began, 4 of world football's biggest names were already packing their bags? Germany, out. The Netherlands are out. Japan are out. Croatia, out. Meanwhile, Morocco and Egypt are still alive. And host nation USA has thrilled its fans by reaching the knockout stage. Welcome back to Gameplays. The FIFA World Cup 2026 has officially entered its most exciting chapter. The group stage is over, the surprises have shocked millions of fans, and only 16 teams remain with a chance to lift football's biggest trophy. Every match from this point forward is simple: win and continue the dream, or lose and go home. Let's break down everything that happened, and what it means for the rest of this unforgettable tournament. The group stage delivered pure drama. The expanded World Cup brought more nations, more fans, and more unforgettable moments than ever before. Some traditional football giants looked unstoppable. Others struggled from the very first match. And several underdogs reminded the world that reputation means nothing once the referee blows the whistle. That's exactly why the FIFA World Cup remains the greatest sporting event on the planet. No matter how talented a squad looks on paper, every team must prove itself on the field. The 16 teams still dreaming. The knockout stage now belongs to 16 nations: Canada, Brazil, Paraguay, Morocco, France, Norway, Mexico, England, Belgium, Spain, the United States, Switzerland, Portugal, Colombia, Argentina, and Egypt. Each nation has earned the right to continue fighting for football's biggest prize. Some arrived exactly where fans expected. Others have completely surprised the football world. But now, everyone starts from zero. One bad performance can end years of preparation. One brilliant moment can create history forever. The shock of Germany's exit. Perhaps the biggest headline of the tournament belongs to Germany. 4-time world champions. One of the most successful football nations in history. Yet once again, Germany failed to reach the knockout rounds. For millions of supporters, it is difficult to believe. This is a country famous for discipline, efficiency, and performing under pressure. But football continues to evolve. Every national team has improved. There are no easy matches anymore. Germany's early exit shows just how competitive international football has become. It also raises important questions about the future of one of football's greatest nations. Can Germany rebuild before the next major tournament? Their fans will certainly expect nothing less. Another massive surprise came from Croatia. Not long ago, Croatia reached the World Cup final. Then they followed it with another impressive tournament performance. Many believed this experienced generation still had one more deep run left. FIFA World Cup 2026. Round of 16 confirmed. Welcome back to Gameplays. The FIFA World Cup has always been known for unforgettable surprises. But the 2026 tournament may already be one of the most unpredictable editions in history. After Germany and Croatia were eliminated, football fans were stunned once again by 2 more major exits: the Netherlands and Japan. Both teams entered the tournament with high expectations, but neither managed to survive the group stage. The Netherlands' disappointment. The Netherlands have long been one of football's most respected nations. Although they have never won the FIFA World Cup, they have reached multiple finals and consistently produced world-class players. Dutch football is famous for creativity, tactical intelligence, and attacking play. That history made this early exit even more surprising. Throughout the group stage, the Dutch side struggled to maintain consistency. Missed opportunities, defensive mistakes, and strong performances from their opponents proved costly. At this level, every chance matters. One missed goal can change an entire tournament. For Dutch supporters, another World Cup ends in disappointment, and attention will now turn toward rebuilding for the future. Japan's heartbreak. Japan has become one of Asia's strongest football nations over the past 2 decades. Their performances in recent international tournaments earned worldwide respect. Many experts believed Japan had everything needed to reach the knockout stage once again. Instead, their campaign ended much sooner than expected. Despite showing moments of quality and discipline, Japan could not collect enough points to continue. Their elimination reminds every football fan that talent alone is never enough. At the World Cup, every match demands perfection. Africa makes a statement. While several traditional powers are heading home, African football has another reason to celebrate. Morocco continues to prove that their historic success in recent international tournaments was no accident. Their organization, confidence, and defensive discipline have once again impressed football fans around the world. Alongside Morocco stands Egypt. Qualification for the round of 16 is another proud achievement for one of Africa's most successful football nations. Together, Morocco and Egypt represent the growing strength of African football on the biggest stage. No opponent will underestimate them anymore. Host nation USA builds momentum. Another major storyline belongs to the United States. Playing on home soil brings enormous pressure. Every match is watched by millions of passionate supporters. But instead of feeling overwhelmed, the USMNT has embraced the moment. The team has shown confidence, organization, and determination throughout the tournament. Now, with the knockout stage beginning, expectations continue to rise. Can the United States turn home advantage into a deep World Cup run? FIFA World Cup 2026. Round of 16 confirmed. The race for the World Cup trophy begins. The group stage is now behind us. 16 nations remain. Every player now understands what's at stake. There are no second chances. From this point forward, every match is a final. One loss means the journey is over. So, which teams have the best chance of lifting the FIFA World Cup 2026 trophy? Let's break it down. Argentina, the defending champions. We'll begin with the defending champions, Argentina. Whenever Argentina steps onto the field, expectations are enormous. The Albiceleste know exactly what it takes to win football's biggest prize. Throughout the group stage, they looked composed under pressure. Their balance between experienced leaders and exciting young talent has made them one of the most dangerous teams left in the tournament. Champions always carry extra pressure because every opponent wants to beat them. But Argentina has shown they can handle those expectations if they continue playing with confidence and discipline. Another deep World Cup run is certainly possible. Brazil, chasing another star. Next comes Brazil. No nation carries a richer World Cup tradition. Brazilian football is built on creativity, attacking flair, and confidence. Every World Cup begins with one question. Can Brazil bring the trophy home once again? So far, they've looked like serious contenders. Their attack continues to create chances, while their defense has become more organized as the tournament progresses. If Brazil continues improving with every match, few teams will want to face them in the knockout stage. France. Experience matters. France remains one of the strongest teams in international football. Their squad combines world-class experience with outstanding young talent. That's one of the biggest advantages in knockout football. When pressure increases, experienced players often make the difference. France has been here before. They understand how quickly a match can change. One moment of brilliance, one perfectly timed substitution, or one defensive mistake. Everything can change in seconds. That's why France remains one of the favorites to reach the final. Portugal and Spain. Only one survives. One of the biggest stories of the round of 16 is Portugal against Spain. Whenever these neighbors meet, emotions run high. Both nations possess incredible technical quality. Portugal brings experience, leadership, and composure. Spain relies on quick passing, possession, and tactical discipline. Neither side wants to leave the tournament this early. But that's the reality of knockout football. Only one can continue. This could easily become one of the best matches of the entire World Cup. England. Ready for glory? England enters the knockout stage carrying enormous expectations. Year after year, fans believe this could finally be their moment. The squad has quality in every position. They've shown discipline during the group stage. Now comes the real test. Can England stay calm under pressure? If they can combine attacking quality with defensive stability, they have every opportunity to challenge for the championship. But first, they must overcome a determined Mexican side that never gives up. The hosts keep believing. Host nation USA has become one of the tournament's most talked about stories. Playing in front of passionate home supporters creates incredible energy. The American players know they have an entire nation behind them. That confidence could become one of their biggest strengths. But the knockout stage is different. Every opponent becomes stronger. Every mistake becomes more expensive. The United States must now prove they belong among football's elite. If they continue their impressive form, a historic run is possible. Surprise teams still dreaming. One of the greatest things about every FIFA World Cup is seeing unexpected teams make history. Morocco continues to inspire millions with organized, fearless football. Egypt has earned respect through determination and resilience. Canada has captured the imagination of home supporters. Norway, Colombia, Switzerland, Paraguay, Belgium, and Mexico all know that one great performance can completely change football history. The World Cup doesn't always belong to the biggest name. Sometimes, it belongs to the team that believes the most. The FIFA World Cup has reached the point where every match feels like a final. The group stage gave us unforgettable moments. Now, the knockout stage will decide who truly belongs among football's elite. Let's take a closer look at each round of 16 matchup and see who has the best chance of reaching the quarter-finals. Portugal versus Spain. We begin with one of the biggest matches of the tournament. Portugal versus Spain. These two neighbors know each other better than almost anyone in international football. Spain's identity has always been built around possession, quick passing, and controlling the pace of the game. Portugal, meanwhile, combines technical quality with experience and composure under pressure. This match may not be decided by who creates the most chances but by who makes fewer mistakes. A single goal could separate these two football giants. On paper, this is one of the hardest matches to predict. A USA versus Belgium. Next comes one of the most anticipated games for American fans. The United States has enjoyed a fantastic tournament so far. Playing at home has given the team confidence, energy, and incredible support from the crowd. Belgium, however, has years of experience playing in high-pressure international matches. They understand how to manage difficult moments. If the USA starts fast and uses the home crowd to build momentum, they could create one of the biggest moments in American soccer history. But Belgium will not make things easy. Expect a physical, tactical battle that could be decided by one moment of brilliance. Brazil versus Norway. Brazil enters this match carrying enormous expectations. Every World Cup brings the same question. Can Brazil win another title? Their attack has looked dangerous throughout the tournament, creating chances from almost every area of the field. Norway, meanwhile, has quietly become one of the tournament's surprise packages. They are organized, disciplined, and dangerous on the counterattack. Brazil may enter as the favorite, but knockout football has taught us that favorites don't always win. Norway believes they can shock the world. France versus Paraguay. France continues to look like one of the strongest teams remaining. They have depth, quality, and experience in every position. Paraguay enters with nothing to lose. Sometimes, that's exactly what makes an underdog so dangerous. If France underestimates their opponent, this match could become much closer than expected. Still, France has the experience needed to handle high-pressure knockout football. England versus Mexico. England versus Mexico promises intensity from the opening whistle. England brings structure, tactical organization, and confidence. Mexico brings passion, speed, and fearless attacking football. Matches like this often become emotional battles where momentum changes quickly. Whichever team stays calm during the biggest moments will likely advance. Canada versus Morocco. Canada has already inspired millions of supporters by reaching the knockout stage. Their confidence continues to grow with every match. Morocco, however, has shown once again why they deserve worldwide respect. Their defensive organization and disciplined style have frustrated some of the world's best teams. This contest could come down to patience. One mistake may decide everything. Who has the hardest path? Looking at the knockout bracket, some teams face much more difficult roads than others. Portugal and Spain must eliminate each other immediately. That means one major contender disappears before the quarterfinals even begin. The winner could then face another world-class opponent, making their journey even tougher. Brazil and France may appear to have slightly more favorable paths on paper, but every remaining team has earned its place. There are no easy matches anymore. At this stage of the World Cup, every opponent is dangerous. Momentum often decides World Cups. A team that starts believing in itself becomes incredibly difficult to stop. Right now, several nations look capable of lifting the trophy. Brazil, Argentina, France, Portugal, Spain, England, and perhaps one surprise nation waiting to make history. Everything now depends on who performs when the pressure is highest. We now stand with the strongest nations left in world football. The knockout stage is where heroes are made, and legends are written forever. But only one country will lift the FIFA World Cup trophy. So now the biggest question of all. Who will win the FIFA World Cup 2026? Let's break it down. Are the strongest contenders? At this stage, several teams still look capable of going all the way. Brazil. Brazil remains one of the most dangerous teams in world football. Their attacking power, creativity, and World Cup experience make them a constant threat. When Brazil finds rhythm, they are almost unstoppable. But pressure is always high because the world expects them to win. Argentina. The defending champions know exactly how to win this tournament. They are composed, disciplined, and confident in big moments. Knockout football suits Argentina perfectly. They don't always dominate games, but they know how to win them. France. France is built for tournaments like this. Depth in every position, world-class talent, and experience from previous finals. They can win games in multiple ways, which makes them extremely dangerous. England. England has talent, structure, and belief, but history has always been their biggest challenge. If they stay mentally strong, this could finally be their moment. Spain and Portugal. Only one of them can survive their round of 16 clash, but whoever wins could go very far. Both teams have elite technical quality and tactical intelligence. This matchup could decide the direction of the entire tournament. Dark horses. Every World Cup produces surprises, and this tournament is no different. USA. The United States is playing with confidence and home support. If momentum continues, they could shock the football world. Morocco. Morocco continues to prove they are not a one-time story. They are organized, disciplined, and fearless. Mexico and Canada. Both CONCACAF teams have shown energy and belief. In knockout football, belief matters just as much as skill. To win the World Cup, a team must survive. Round of 16. Quarterfinals. Semifinals. And the final. 4 brutal stages. 4 high-pressure moments. 1 champion. At this point, even small mistakes become history-changing moments. A missed penalty. A red card. A late goal. Everything matters. Based on form, experience, and tournament mentality. The strongest contenders for the FIFA World Cup 2026 title are Brazil, attacking dominance. France, tournament experience. Argentina, defending champions mentality. But if there is one team that has shown the ability to perform under pressure, it is Argentina. However, Brazil and France are right behind them. And in knockout football, anything can happen. Now it's your turn. Who do you think will win the FIFA World Cup 2026? Argentina, Brazil, France, England. And don't forget to subscribe to GamePlus for daily FIFA World Cup 2026 updates, match analysis, and football stories.